play keys in the Fervor, and I play a Roland XV-88, and I bought this keyboard because really because I wanted something that felt like a piano and had good piano sounds and electric piano sounds. And yeah, I would have just gotten a piano, but I knew that I wanted to play live with something, and so I needed something to fit both those purposes. So so I got this, and you know, it does a lot more than I use it for, but it has the most realistic piano sounds of any keyboard I've played, so that's why I dig it. I mean, you can get some that sound like really warm and full, and then you can get some that sound like, you know, a little more like high-end and kind of tinny and old-timey sounding. The electric piano sounds, I actually just got a Wurlitzer keyboard, but and playing that in comparison with this, I mean,
is that an old Wurlitzer?
Yeah, it's an old Wurlitzer. It's a 71 or something, 72. So and I mean, it definitely has a different sound, but just the sound of that the whirly sound on this Roland is just, it's warm and lush, and I tend to gravitate towards those type of sounds. So, and the organ sounds that I play I'm into that whole warm feeling. And then it's got really cool synth sounds. I mean, it does a lot of other great stuff, and you know, there's, you know, some filters you can play around with and all kinds of stuff that you can do with this that I hardly use it for. But and another thing I like about Roland too is just that all their gear, when you go keyboard to keyboard, and I know like a lot, probably other companies are like this too, but when you go from keyboard to keyboard, it's like pretty similar. You know, the interface is similar, and it's like, it's just easier to...
You don't have to relearn it every time.
Yeah, you don't have to relearn it. And but you know, like we've been playing this borrowed Roland XP30 here and there for different things when we've had somebody else play keys, and it's cool, but it definitely doesn't have the type of piano sounds that this one has. And the keys are nice and weighted.
I was just going to ask if the keys are they?
Yeah, they're fully weighted. Yeah, I grew up playing like a baby grand that was not that easy to play. I mean, it was pretty hard, the action on it, and I'm just used to like having that, and I tend to, you know, I really have to, you know, relearn what I'm doing when I play a different keyboard with a lighter weight. It feels better to me to like...
To have the heavy...
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, those are the things that I like about it, but this is the whirly sound. Doesn't sound exactly like the whirly I have, but it's, you know, more about the quality of the sound than it is that it specifically sounds like the instrument it claims to be. But I really dig the organ sounds too. The one thing I'll say about it is that I'm sure that I can probably adjust these things, but some of it I think might just be better if I had an equalizer, because the low end is like really, really, really loud, and then the high end isn't always as loud as that, and so, you know, that can come into play when, depending on what you're playing. But this is an organ sound I play a lot of. Yeah, the organ's really loud. I mean, is that too loud for you?
That's okay.
And that's an organ sound that I use a lot. It's kind of it's warm and full and just like I like, and then it's got like a good, there's awesome organs in it. There's a dirty organ I like to use, and just because it's dirty, but I don't really use it for a whole lot else. I mean, synth and organ and EP sounds and piano sounds.
You're not trying to do like any Gary Newman stuff on it, so.
No. I'm just, you know, I mean, if I could travel with the piano all the time, you know, that I would love to do that.
And then have somebody there to mic it properly for
Mic
every
it
different room
properly,
you were
make
in.
sure it's tuned properly. But you know, you just can't. I mean, you just can't get that. When we recorded the record, we recorded on a baby grand that our bass player, different bass player used to have, Meredith, and it was, you know, it was a decent baby grand, but you know, I wouldn't say it was like, you know, the greatest piano in the world, but you know, definitely I would want to record with like a real piano.
As opposed to.
So
this is a live instrument.
This is a live instrument. I did record, I did use this to record most of the record. I mean, any song that wasn't, anything that wasn't piano was recorded with this.